This is Directorate Talk, Asikhulume Aribuwe. We are coming to you live from the Rand Show 2024 that is taking place at the Johannesburg Expo Center in Nazareth. Today is day 5 and the last day of our exhibition here at the Rand Show. We are still at Hall 5 where our exhibition stand is. Please do pay us a visit and take advantage of our products and services on offer here. This morning, I'm joined by Mr. Joel Serumula. He is with the Directorate Strategic Land Acquisition at the Gauteng Provincial Shared Services Center. Mr. Serumula, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Joel and Directorate Talk viewers.
Thank you so much. We are very happy and pleased to have you as our guest and for taking the time during your busy schedule here at the exhibition. And how has your experience been so far for the days that we've been here?
Okay, thanks, Prince. Yeah, my experience has been wonderful so far. The people are visiting our Directorate stalls and we are giving them information as per their questions. And I think so far things are going very okay, and we invite them to come to our stalls at Hall 5 to get more information about our department.
There you have it. You've heard it from the man himself, that Mr. Joel Serumula. He's with the Strategic Land Acquisition Directorate at our PSSC office in Gauteng. Let's get into it. This morning, we are talking everything strategic land acquisition, and Mr. Serumula here will tell us all about that. So please take a seat and do join us. You might find the information quite useful and you'll stay informed. So tell us, what is land acquisition in South Africa?
Okay, thanks, Prince. I think land acquisition is derived from land reform. And then in a simple English, land reform is about the change of ownership of land. And if you know that in the past, before 1994, only white people were only allowed to own land. And then in the new dispensation 1994, government introduced some law or acts of parliament so that we can redeem those historical injustices of the land disposition. Remember the 1913 Act whereby people were removed from their land, and then in 1994 government introduced acts so that we reverse those injustices so that people can be able to access land for agricultural purposes and other purposes.
And that is land acquisition, as he's explained it. So if I'm an individual and I want to acquire land, what are the processes?
Okay, if you are individual and you want to acquire land, the first thing that you can do is to visit our provincial office under land acquisition and inquire about land. But recently there was a beneficiary selection policy whereby as a department we were now acquire land. After acquiring land, we put the advert on the department website, the department social media, and we also advertise in the local radio and the newspapers, so that those people that are qualifying, they can apply about those lands. Yes, that's it.
And take us through the criteria for one to access land.
Okay, thanks. The criteria is like that. On the advert, for one to be eligible to qualify for a land, he or she must be an African, colored, Indian, Chinese, and must be a South African over 18-year-old, and then the person must have a minimum farming experience of 3 to 5 years, and he or she must be willing to stay on the farm full time, and he or she must not work for government or state-owned entities such as Eskom, Transnet, and the likes. The person must not also be a public office bearer like parliamentarian or others. So if you fall under that category, then you are free to can apply our land in the offices that advertise that land.
Well, that is the criteria as he has just outlined it. So, are there any terms and conditions in acquiring or leasing state land?
Yes, there are terms and conditions. And remember, when we have been applied for the land, we will screen the application and then interview you, and then whoever is successful, then that person will be given a 30-year lease with an option to buy, and then the person who is leasing that land is expected to pay rent annually, which is 1% of the market value of the property, and then the person must maintain and look after the property, mustn't vandalize the property, mustn't sublease the property. And then, yeah, I think, and if there are any renovation that you want to do on the property, you must also write to us so that we give permission for you to do those renovations. Yes.
So one does not just do the renovations, they require permission to do so. Thank you for that. And these adverts of leasing the state lands, where can one find these adverts? When the land becomes available, where do you advertise?
Yes, as I already mentioned, that after acquiring a farm, we put the advert on the department website, on department social media pages like Facebook, Twitter, and the likes. And we also advertise on the local radio and newspapers. And then from there, if you meet our criteria, then you apply. There are two forms. There is a declaration form and there is an application form. The declaration form, that's where you abide by the condition that if you are successful, you will be. And they will also declare that you are not working for government or state-owned entities. And the second form is the application form, where we need all your personal information, farming experience, and when you apply, importantly, you must submit a relevant attachment like your ID, if it's a company, your legal entity documents, your SARS clearance, and if you are owning assets like livestock, you must attach a brand mark certificate, and then if you are irrigating the water rights, you must also attach the water rights and other finances, so that we know if you are putting on the farm, you are having resources to run the farm. And then if you are shortlisted, you will invite you to the site visit. After site visit, we will request you to provide us with a business proposal on how are you going to run that property. And from there, we will interview the prospective person and get the farm if you are successful.
Thank you so much for that information. Very useful. And I hope wherever you are watching us from, really you are taking notes if you intend or are looking to lease state land. Is there a contact number where people can get more information if maybe they want to call your offices for further information?
Maybe my contact is 012 337 3621. My work cell phone is 067 155 8006. And if they apply in other provinces, there will be a contact for the offices that they want to apply. Yeah, and then when you can also check the website if they need more information.
And if the public want to visit your offices, where are you situated?
Our office, we are at Provincial Service Center, corner 524 corner Stanza Mupape and Steve Biko, San Kedia building, 6, 7, and 8 floor. But I'm based at 7 floors, office 720, and then that's where I can be reached.
Let's have you repeat the contact number again.
The contact number, my work telephone is 012 337 3621. My work cell phone is 067 155 8006. Yes, and my email is matsela.serumula@dalart.gov.za.
Well, there you have it. That is Mr. Joel Serumula. He is with the Directorate Strategic Land Acquisition at the Gauteng Provincial Shared Services Center. So if you have any inquiries about acquiring land, he is the guy that you need to contact. He has shared his contact details. However, I'm going to say it one more time. He said the number is 012 337 3621. That's his work number. And his cell phone number is 067 155 8006. Anything more you'd like to add just before we let you go?
What I can add is that we are still available at the Register Show at Public Hall number 5. We are situated at Provincial Shared Civic Center stalls. So we are here until the show closes. Any information you can come and provide that information. We also have some gift. You can come and get your gift. Thank you very much.
Mr. Joel Serumula, thank you for joining us and for taking the time to come and have a chat with us here at Dalrat Talk. We wish you a pleasant day today.
Thank you very much.
That was Mr. Joel Serumula. He's with the Directorate Strategic Land Acquisition at our Gauteng Provincial Shared Services Center. They are based in Pretoria. And do pay us a visit. I think the show today we are closing around 6 o'clock, so there's still more time to pop in here at our stand. And he's mentioned that we are at Hall 5. That's where you'll find our exhibition stand, the Department of Agriculture, Land Reform and Rural Development. This is Dalrat Talk, Asikhulume Aribuwe, and thank you for joining us.